was billed as the ultimate sports podcast.
I told you, all of my critics, I told you all that I was the greatest of all time.
Everybody has been waiting.
I'm God gifted.
He's a bull. I'm the matador.
This is the Weekend Guy Podcast, and it begins now.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the show, welcome back to another podcast. It's the Weekend Guy Podcast with the Sihle guys and the Weekend Guys. Combined, we are the Weekend Guys. Not much of an epic weekend to talk about, Sihle, but it was a weekend either way.
Indeed. Look, we live for every weekend, and as long as the sports, the Weekend Guy will have something to talk about.
Yeah, mate.
You know, but also I think welcome to our subscribers, new viewers. Make sure you like and subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the Weekend Guys, and also follow us on our various channels in our Weekend Guy universe. Mm-hmm. We've got TikTok. We've got Facebook. We've got obviously Instagram and YouTube. And make sure you check out the other offerings of the Weekend Guy under our channel.
Yes, man. We've got a date, but we'll talk about that when we get to the local games.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about the F1, mate.
Yeah, man. It was the Las Vegas GP, you know. And I know we're going against what we said in our previous podcasts because F1 2023 has been so predictable. We wanted to steer clear of this topic, but it's a new circuit of the city or the location, you know. Usually the cities are the hosts, but with Las Vegas, it's a difference where F1 is the promoter, you know. And it was, look, it was interesting. You know, having...
In what way?
In terms of the entire product, right?
Okay.
And what I mean by you want to merge showbiz and sports together, you know? And look, I think it has potential, but the only problem is in this world of us wanting everything so fast, we want everything to be perfect from the get-go, you know? And now the tricky part was now trying to satisfy F1 enthusiasts and people who love the sport and want to see racing and understand, you know, how the typical F1 weekend goes by versus trying to get a younger generation and trying to make it more showbiz. You know, funny enough, Max Verstappen was probably my favorite racer this weekend, and I can't believe that I'm saying it, based on his comments about the F1, you know? He said
he
it
criticized.
Yeah,
he
initially
he criticized on Thursday.
He said it was 1%.
ceremony.
Yeah, it was what he said is it's 1% sport, 99% showbiz.
Okay.
You know, because on Wednesday, our Thursday, they had like some opening ceremony where they took the drivers onto the track, and they came up out of these many projectors.
I saw that.
And they were waving to the crowd, and it was like, okay, after that, then what? You know, like, what's the point?
To talk.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they tried making
a
show out of it, you know? And look, I think they shouldn't focus too much on making it a show. They should make sure that the main event, being the sport, is the priority. But this entire weekend felt like it was more of a show than a race, you know? And it didn't help that when the cars started running, I think it was about 2 minutes or 5 minutes in, Carlos Sainz drove over a drain.
Oh, a drain, yeah, I saw that.
And that popped up and ruined his car. You know, it messed up the floor, the chassis, the engine,
and then
the gearbox,
got a penalty on top of that.
Yeah, you know, and I think throughout the F1 community, there were sympathizers, you know, where people was sympathizing that, look, why is Carlos Sainz and Ferrari being penalized?
Yeah.
But in response, the stewards, who are the refs, basically, were like, look, we understand and we sympathize with you, but the F1 rules do not allow us to waive this penalty. So they had to implement it. It is.
That's Abu Dhabi again.
You know, and for me, that's the rigid part of F1.
But it came second, Masu.
No. That was Leclerc,
Oh,
right?
okay.
And to add salt to the wounds, right? It didn't help that Ferrari had a really, really strong car this weekend.
Yeah, they had actually, yeah,
because after him knowing after the first free practice that he's got a 10-place penalty.
Yeah.
It kind of like soured his entire weekend. And then to add salt to the wounds, come qualifying, Ferrari qualifies 1 and 2 and signs a second.
And then he has to go down to number 12.
Exactly. So it was a bittersweet for Ferrari fans.
Wait a minute, I just need to fix the shades. I don't know what they're fogging up like crazy. Okay, let's try it again.
I thought you were leaving them.
Yeah, but I want the swag.
Okay.
Now we're here.
Yeah. So it was bittersweet that Ferrari qualified 1-2 and they had to then get Carlos Sainz demoted. But come race day, you know the usual script in 2023. Max wins, everyone is racing for second.
And this is where we have a conundrum. I'll put it like that. Because Max didn't do the final run, you qualifying was. Didn't go out. He abandoned the lap.
In Q3.
In Q3, he abandoned the lap just before they went for the final fast laps or something like that. So for me, that says to me that regardless of where he started the race, he was going to win it anyway.
True, and that's the confidence that he's driving with, as well as how strong that package at Red Bull is.
This is where we have the problem with F1, King. No matter how much you try and justify this thing that F1 this, F1 that.
Yeah.
This is the crux we're having a problem with, that this guy is too dominant. It's making the races boring.
Yeah, it's not interesting. Like, I still remember I posted about Las Vegas GP as it was about to start. And before lights out, my next post was congratulations to Max Verstappen for winning the Vegas GP, you know?
What the hell is that?
Yeah, and I was right, you know. Charles Leclerc tried making a race out of it. But the only difference, I think, with this particular F1 race, Checo actually had a chance to win. And
Why was he wearing a red suit, by the way?
They were trying that whole Elvis, paying homage to Elvis, one with a red Elvis suit and the other one with a white one. It looks so random.
That's so
they shouldn't do that. They shouldn't do that because red belongs to Ferrari.
You look like a Ferrari driver.
Exactly, you know. But back to the race, Checo actually took the lead. And Leclerc was second and Verstappen was third, right? And Checo had a lapse in concentration while trying to keep Leclerc at bay and ended up missing his own race and gave the lead to Leclerc. And from there, Verstappen took the lead from Leclerc. And then Checo took second place from Leclerc. And we thought it was all said and done. And he had another lapse of concentration and lost the second place and ended up being third. So there was an opportunity for us to have a new winner, but yeah, same script, different day. Mate. Yeah. But I think more than anything else, all neutrals outside of Red Bull are looking forward to this weekend. It's the final race in Abu Dhabi, and yeah, we can close a chapter to 2023
That's
F1.
That's the only thing I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
The end of the season.
Yeah. It hasn't been entertaining. It's been boring.
There's been nothing there. There's been nothing. He's won 18 of the last 22 races.
Yeah.
19 now.
Yeah.
19 of 22 is won. All of them have been won by Max.
Yeah. Because
if he wins,
Checo's won 2.
Yeah.
And Sainz
won 1. So it's 19 out of 22.
Yeah.
And then if he wins again in Abu Dhabi, which obviously is a good track for them, we'll have the record of the highest percentage wins in a single season.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's boring.
It's like now. Why are we being exposed to this thing in terms of, okay, it's a dominant champion, which is fine. But how long should we...
Some competition is all we ask.
Yes,
and unfortunately, we stuck with this in 24 and 25.
Yeah, we're stuck with it.
Yeah.
But the big manufacturers need to step up, man. Come on. I mean, you need to break this thing somehow. I'm not saying that he must not be champion. Just don't hear me
Just
wrong.
want some competition.
Some competition, another person wins a race, some different winners at some point, something which is watchable, because at the current stage, I've been an F1 fan since I was like 13 years old. I mean, it's the first season I've actually lost interest in the thing.
Yeah, and for me, right, I share your sentiments, right? We wouldn't mind Max winning all these races if it was competitive every single race, you know, and we know that, look, up until the last 5 laps or last 3 laps, the winner wasn't
You
decided,
need to dig deep.
you know, but also an indictment to F1, right? Max and Leclerc had an incident into turn 1, right? The stewards then gave Max
penalty.
5-second penalty.
Okay.
And when Christian Horner told Max that he's got a 5-second penalty, guess what his response was?
What?
Send them my regards.
Send who is regards now?
The FIA and the stewards, my regards. Because he knows that what's 5 seconds going to do to my race? It's nothing. And he built that buffer over 16 laps. It didn't hurt his race at all.
Wow.
You know, so for me,
what kind of show is that?
Yeah.
I mean, tell me that the FIA, the people who said he must change the rules because Merck was too dominant for
Indeed.
7 years or something. To change it, to make it more competitive, is this it?
Nope, they've got it wrong. They have got it wrong.
Mistake, bro. They made a mistake, bro.
As much as they try market it and package it, 22 and 23 have been boring.
I've never lost interest. You know, the last time I had interest in F1 was 2 years ago. This time, going to the last race of the season. Lewis Hamilton was tied with Max Verstappen for
They're never gonna get back to that.
for the championship, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, for the championship. Imagine how the season was going along. How we were glued to our screens.
Yep.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
And look, for me, the classic indicator, right, is Drive to Survive and how hard they're gonna try and spin interest. Already Drive to Survive in 2023 didn't have rewatchable value.
No, it
you
didn't.
just watched it once out of curiosity,
And then you're done.
and then you just
Plus, they
moved on.
focus on the minor teams most.
But that's how it started, right?
Yeah.
But now the other teams saw how much popularity and marketing Drive to Survive got them. So now it's more spread out, but now the focus is more on the bigger teams.
Oh, okay.
So for me, Drive to Survive 2024, when it comes out, you'll see how hard Netflix would have had to push the narratives, because there's nothing. There's nothing.
These guys need to go back to the drawing board. And,
Indeed.
But on the other foot as well, the other manufacturers need to start pushing. I don't know. They need to innovate and go to the level where Red Bull is. Maybe Merck can or Ferrari or Merck or someone can make it an advancement in this off season to make it a little bit closer. Not as dominant as it is here. Lewis didn't win a race this year.
You worried about Lewis? Besides Carlos Sainz no other manufacturer won.
George Russell has not won a race.
It's sad. And shout out to Lewis Hamilton. He's driven out of his skin, Joe. Like for him driving in that tractor. Listen.
Composure. He's been composed. He's doing his best.
Listen, wow.
He's third most in the constructors now.
Right.
He's secured third. But could get second.
Yes.
But
No. Second is secured by Perez.
So he's third. I saw that he secured third.
I think he did, but the only thing that's still up in the air is the constructors.
Yeah.
So the fight for second place between Ferrari and Merck.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
You know, for me, I wouldn't mind getting third position in the constructors.
Just as a wake-up call again.
No.
Oh,
tunnel time.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't know how it's
you
going to
need
benefit us. But anyway, we had another concept again. But James Ellison, no. The guy who came with the concept has left.
Yeah.
He's left.
Yeah.
So
we'll see what
I'm hoping what they come up
cook
with next season. Because it's tough, bro. It's tough to watch. It's tough to swallow.
True.
It's tough to watch. But being blown away every single race.
Yeah, our GOAT deserves better. Our GOAT deserves better.
Competition. 100%. Someone's
100%.
going to compete with them.
Man,
because now Lewis is going to...
Give Lewis half a decent car,
Then he can do something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because right now, Ferrari's only good for qualifying. It's a bad race car.
Yeah.
And McLaren started so far back that they're still playing catch up.
They catch up now, but
now
they're not being consistent. Now.
Yes, Aston Martin started good and they've regressed.
They dropped off long time.
Yeah, so it's everyone's either dropping the ball or not reaching the peak. Yeah, so I think we were all looking forward to the end of the season.
Yeah,
Let's wrap it up. Throw those cars
I
away.
have never looked forward to an end of an F1 season in my entire existence.
Yeah, 2023 will show you flames.
For all the years I've watched F1, bruh,
Yeah.
I've never dropped off watching after the 5th race. I've not watched any race after the 5th one. Like to even switch on the channel to even have a look at the qualifying, nothing from the 5th race. I've stopped watching.
Yeah, because also, when Red Bull was on a streak, you were like, surely they can't win 5 races in a row.
Yeah, bro.
Then they went to 6. Then you're like, surely they can't reach 8 races in a row. And you're like, no
then, like, 5th
ways.
race, I'm like, no, this shit is, it's not going to work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it is what it is. 2023 F1. We are happy to say goodbye to you. And
What a
this
blowout.
this is the last time we discuss
if
you on the
these
weekend,
guys
guys.
think they can push this narrative for the next year as well and think the popularity of F1 will grow.
No.
Even if I don't know TV ratings. But that shit.
Yeah.
Nah, mate.
And it reminded me, for example, the German Bundesliga, right? Bayern has, won 11 titles in a row, but they do not win every single game.
No, they don't. It's not a wipeout.
Exactly. And in other seasons, other teams had an opportunity. It's just that they fumbled.
They dropped it on the last day.
Yeah,
so it's been a farmers league, basically.
Yeah.
The F1 has been a farmers league. Max has been just
100%.
farming wins out of nowhere, like just farming them every single second,
Indeed.
every single race. It's been boring.
Yeah.
Like what? Double the next guy's points on the.
Listen, alone, Max could have won the constructors.
Yeah, without Checo, he didn't need Checo to do it. Yeah.
And I was looking at the driver standings, right? Mercedes, both their drivers wouldn't catch Max combined.
Yeah.
Ferrari, both their drivers
couldn't catch combined.
Yeah, and those are the next two best competitors. So we can't even start looking down the pack.
No.
So yeah, it is what it is. But
bullshit.
2023 F1. It was nice to know you.
We will
but
start
not
off
miss
the
you.
next season as usual. First 5 races. I'm still giving it next season, Sihle, when we kick off the season, which is in March next year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at the first 5 races. Obviously, I'm clued up on the design concepts of the car.
Yes.
But if I see more bullshit and murk, I'm not even gonna bother. I'm gonna give it 3 races because if the concept if the concept is messed up,
stick to 5. Stick to 5. I
give
think
it 5 races, then I resign.
That's
then-
a good.
Then I'm good. After 5 races,
measurement.
Following the preseason testing and everything, preseason whatever, and then what times Merck is doing. I don't know where they're doing Qatar. I don't know which track they're testing this year before they do the official
They'll probably go back to the Middle East.
Middle East Qatar or somewhere there. But 5 races for me next season.
That's it.
March 2024. If the same thing continues, I'm not done. I'm cool.
Okay, so for our viewers and subscribers, right? If he's still watching F1 after 5 races, what must be his punishment? Because he can't just make these claims in jail.
Yeah, let's just put money on it.
Yeah,
Let's just put
yeah,
money on it
yeah.
right now. That let's bet.
We'll run a competition, right?
Yeah, run a competition.
So
If
I think
if
for
if
1,000
go-
rand.
Yeah, for $1,000.
Yeah.
If I go past the first 5 F1 races next season, starting in March 2024, guys, we will pick up a random comment from one of you guys and send you guys 1,000 rand.
100%.
To say, okay, you guys,
So just make
now
sure.
it's interesting. There's some interest. Because if Max blows us away in the first 5 races, it's done.
That's it again.
Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? I switch off my TV. If I could cancel that specific subscription, I would cancel.
And if he watches, someone's gonna be 1,000 rand richer after 5 races.
Yeah, after 5 races, guys. But guys, if you enjoy this content, if you like what we do, guys, give us a like, give us a subscribe, give us a follow, give us everything on social media, guys. We're there, we're here.
Let
Want to
us
grow
know in
with you
comment.
guys. Give us a comment down below.
Yeah.
To the national subscribers, guys, you guys are more closer to the action than we are. We are in South Africa, guys. You guys are in the UK. Give us your insights, guys. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, guys.